Welcome to today's Culture Builders. Today's Culture Builders is an article that you can also find at tocculture.com. So don't forget to subscribe to our weekly newsletter at tocculture.com. What's really keeping you from making the change you need to make? All right, imagine being told that unless you make significant lifestyle changes like quit smoking, start exercising, overhaul your diet, that you will die. Well, Dr. Edward Miller, a former dean of the medical school at Johns Hopkins University, he led a study that observed that even when heart patients were told they needed to make major lifestyle changes, such as improving their diet, exercising more, or quitting smoking, or else they would die, that only about 1 in 7 people actually followed through and made the necessary changes. Right? It wasn't that the other 6 people, didn't want to live. Now, this study was done with thousands of people, but it wasn't that the other 6 out of 7 didn't want to live. They undoubtedly did, but something prevented them from closing the gap between the knowledge of what they needed to do and the actions required to do it. The study really underscores how difficult it is to implement lasting behavioral changes, because even when the stakes are extremely high, life and death, people don't change. The study, it highlights the power of entrenched habits and the need for more than just fear or logic to motivate meaningful transformation. Effective approaches often involve emotional engagement, support systems, and deeper psychological shifts. Inspiration really isn't enough. Let me talk about this. We've all heard motivational speakers, or we've read quotes that stress the importance of change. Take a quote I've heard in many variations over the years, like, "Are the habits you have today aligned with the dreams you have for tomorrow?" Right? These words often highlight the misalignment between our behaviors and our goals, right? Okay, yeah, my habits aren't in alignment with my dreams or my goals. Now, take this and this quote and tell an inspiring story, say of Kobe Bryant or Tom Brady working relentlessly hard, and you might start to feel motivated. Put some inspirational music on it, throw it on a YouTube video. Now you're really feeling the motivation. But here's the problem. Motivation alone fails to address the deeper issue. Why haven't I made the changes that I need to make to achieve the goals I genuinely want? Why haven't I already made these changes? Like, we all want better results. We all want to be healthier, more effective at our work. We want to be better athletes, better leaders, better parents. We're all motivated to improve, yet something holds us back. We read books, we listen to podcasts, the Culture Builders podcast, the Coaching Culture podcast, and all the other podcasts. We attend workshops. We're always searching for new strategies, skills, or tools to create change. But if lasting change were as simple as adopting a new strategy or changing our behavior, we'd all have made those changes by now. And this is why it's important to discuss mindset and behavior and the differences. Because true lasting change, right? It's not about just tweaking behaviors or adding a new technique. It's about transforming both our behavior and our mindset. We often forget that our mindsets or our mental models, they are the invisible drivers of things that we do. Our mindset drives our thinking drives our feelings drive our behaviors drive our results. This comes from the thinking path. If you are reading this article on the website, you'll see a bit of a picture there that comes from the organization called Corentus. And this is a common tool that's used in coaching to help people to really understand, leaders to understand, people to understand what's really driving their results. Now, if we don't address the mindset that shapes our behaviors, we're stuck in the same patterns, no matter how many strategies we learn. As James Clear wisely points out, we do not rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. You can set lofty goals, but without the right systems, you'll struggle to reach them. Your internal system includes your mindsets. And if that system is faulty, no amount of effort or external change is going to make any difference. In their work on immunity to change, developmental psychologists Robert Keegan and Lisa Leahy, they highlight this crucial point. This quote I'm going to share with you real quick here. Many books try to identify the most important elements of leadership and help leaders to acquire these abilities. Meanwhile, we ignore the most powerful source of ability, our capacity, and the capacity of the people who work for us to overcome, at any age, the limitations and blind spots of our current ways of making meaning. True development is about transforming the operating system itself, not just increasing our fund of knowledge or our behavioral repertoire. End quote. Okay. Real transformation isn't just about acquiring more information. It's about shifting the underlying mindsets, our operating system that govern our behaviors, to close the gap between what we want and what we can achieve. We must address these fundamental beliefs. We must start by understanding the mindsets driving our behaviors and then work to shift those mindsets. If we truly want our habits to align with our dreams, we need to begin from within.